this maiden edition of Farmer's Diary. I'm Queen Kunde, your host. Farmer's Diary is that platform where we will bring you every update you need to improve your farming venture. I assure you, investing your time on every edition here will be rewarding. Today, we will be discussing a very crucial topic: the importance of seed in farming ventures. Seeds are the foundation of farming, determining yield quality and sustainability. Joining us later on the program is Dr. Ishaq Khalil, the Director General of the National Agricultural Seed Council of Nigeria, to shed more light on the role of quality seeds in food security. But first, let's check out what's trending in the agri world.
Hello and welcome to What's Trending in the Agri World, your go-to source for the latest in agriculture. I'm Hannah Williams. The Nigerian government has announced a new subsidy program to provide fertilizers and improved rice seedlings to local farmers, aiming to boost production ahead of the next planting season. With unpredictable weather patterns affecting yields, agricultural researchers in northern Nigeria are testing drought resistant maize varieties to help farmers cope with climate change. A new initiative is training 5,000 Nigerians in modern farming techniques, agribusiness management, and digital marketing for agriculture products. Tomato farmers in Kano and Kaduna states are facing heavy losses due to overproduction and lack of storage facilities, leading to crashing prices. Nigeria's cocoa experts have recorded a 15% increase thanks to improved farming practices and government incentives for cash crop farmers. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture has partnered with private investors to establish new cassava processing plants, aiming to boost the production of starch and ethanol. Poultry farmers are struggling with increasing cost of maize and soybeans, key ingredients in animal feed, leading to higher prices of eggs and chicken meat. Innovative agri-tech setups are helping farmers access loans, farm inputs, and weather data through mobile apps, transforming the agricultural sector. Recent heavy rains have caused flooding in parts of Delta, Rivers, and Bayelsa states, destroying crops and threatening food security in affected areas. Lastly, on the local scene, Nigeria is set to host the largest agriculture expo in West Africa next month, bringing together farmers, investors, and policymakers to discuss the future of food production in the region. Now, moving on to the global scene, international grain prices have been unstable due to geopolitical tensions and changing weather conditions in major producing countries like the US, Ukraine, and Brazil. Countries like Japan, the US, and the Netherlands are embracing high tech vertical farming to produce fresh vegetables in urban centers with limited space. Regulators in the EU and US have given green light to lab grown meat production, raising debates about its impact on traditional livestock farming. Artificial intelligence, also known as AI, is currently being used in precision farming, from drone assisted planting to automated irrigation systems, improving efficiency worldwide. Lastly, on what's trending in the agri world is some bad news for banana lovers. Reports have it that a deadly fungal disease is threatening banana plantations in South America, sparking concerns over supply shortages and price hikes globally. That wraps up this edition of What's Trending in the Agri World. Stay tuned for more updates on Farmer's Diary. Remember, agriculture is the backbone of our economy, and every farmer is a nation builder.
Wow! Something big is about to drop on your TV screen. It's Farmer's Diary on AIT Abuja. Here, we highlight challenges facing the Nigerian farmers as they struggle to produce food to feed the nation. Are there modern technologies and trends to help farmers improve and increase food production? Join us on Farmer's Diary, showing on AIT Abuja. Farmer's Diary, bringing to you the sure way to diversify the Nigerian economy. Powered by ZT Communications. That's it for today on what's trending in the agri world. Now, let's move to our discussion for today. To help us understand the role of quality seeds in farming and food security, I'm honored to have engaged Dr. Isha Khalil, the Director General of the National Agricultural Seed Council of Nigeria, during a visit to the council.
Yeah, seeds is the only living input in the production system of food. There are other inputs like fertilizer, agrochemicals, maybe herbicides, and as well as insecticides, and a host of so many others, including even storage chemicals. But among them all, the only one living is the seed, because it's also there's respiration, there's gaseous exchange between the environment and the seed. So that's why we had always insisted that when seed are to be kept, they require some specification. You can't keep seed with chemicals, with fertilizer. That's when you go to some of these agro dealers, that's what you find. So sometimes the company might even produce very good seed and give to them, but because of this not handling seed properly, they lose viability. So now, why seeds is important? Seeds determine seed as a living entity, as the genetic potentials of any production of that particular seed is determined by that that variety is determined by the seed. What I'm trying to say is that a seed can always give what it has, its best. If you like, go and put one bag of fertilizer per stand. It cannot produce more than its genetic potential.
So that means the seed has to be quality seed from the beginning.
Quality seed from the beginning
to give you a good yield.
You want to get optimal yield.
Okay.
So when all other inputs, yes, are supported, but I tell you, seed accounts for not less than 50% of the performance of the on the field.
Wow. Okay, we're going to be talking scientific, some other editions. But today now, in Nigeria, people use grains to plant.
Yeah, see,
but we keep hearing you scientists say, no, get improved variety and don't repeat, don't replant what you have harvested and all of that. Why so? If they are all living things, like you say.
Yes, they see, me and you, if you remember when you were in secondary school, you probably might be maybe one of the sprinters for your hostel, maybe yellow house, green house, or whatever house it is. But now, if you remember how you run, can you do that race now?
Certainly not.
No, because age is a factor.
Very well, and then possibly weight and all of that. Sure.
So that is how deterioration happens in every biological entity,
including seed.
Wow. So you discover that some of the work done by breeding, sometimes taking some characteristics from this variety and cross it, match it with this. There are a lot of work done by breeders to come out with a variety. That's why I'm telling you that after you come out with that variety, we look at its DUS.
Okay.
To make sure that it's distinctive, it's uniform and stable. So at a certain time, when you continue to plant and plant and plant, there's this natural phenomenon where the mutation, the crop will have to be going back, deteriorating, and now going back to the original parents that they were married together.
Okay.
And therefore, yield and all those things that were factored in the breeding, you start losing those characteristics. That's like the hybrid. That's why it's advised when you plant hybrid, go back and buy another hybrid next year.
Don't save some for planting like our farmers do.
Yes.
Well, you heard it there from the DG himself. He's the one handling seeds, and of course, if your mandate is to give us best seeds, let me ask, why do farmers still plant grains from the market? You see them rain season, they just go in and buy a measure or two of the grains and go plant. Are the hybrid seeds accessible by Nigerian farmers, by your measurements?
I think the challenge we have is our conventional seed companies that are producing this one, lack enough resources to create marketing channels that will actually reach
The farmers.
the farmers. For instance, here, maybe the closest market is either Kwali or Gogolada.
Or even Kaduna, Kanu.
So when you are there, how many farmers can afford traveling that distance to go and buy your seeds?
Sure.
So we are trying to encourage the seed companies to also get engaged in rural marketing, rural seed marketing. They can get some. There are a lot of opportunities there in the rural areas. If the seeds are good, the farmers will buy them.
Well, that's you waiting for the seed companies to do that. But the president, particularly when the current president, President Tinubu, took over, he was particular about agriculture, food production, and then
I'm particularly about seed.
Very well, particularly about seed.
The right seed, and you feed the entire.
Very well. So I am sure that would have put you on your toes.
Yeah.
What is the council doing to support the seed entrepreneurs to make sure that farmers get this improved variety to increase food production in Nigeria?
Even just the last few days, they were involved in a series of training. We keep training and training and training. It's the responsibility of the seed council to ensure that they train people along the seed value chain. That's from production, processing, packaging, and marketing.
Okay, so there's a chain in the seed market. Okay.
So, and this, that's why if a new variety comes up, we are involved. We make sure that we are interacting very closely with the producers of breeder seeds, so that all the characteristics are already known and what the varieties need we know. So we now train the seed entrepreneur, and of course to make this seed availability very much easier, Seed Council have been involved in community seed trainings.
Community seed training. Okay, how does that look like? Okay. Is it like the extension officers?
Oh, no, this is how it works.
Okay.
We get high quality seeds, foundation seed from the foundation seed producers. We now give it to the communities, the rural communities, who I'm seeing that will have difficulty in traveling.
Assessing.
So we train them on seed production. When they produce at that level, the other people in the community will see the difference. So they can now, they will always say, please give me from this good variety. But now everything is business.
So they sell them.
So among them, we create seed producers that will be servicing the local community. And this renewal culture of going to renew, they will already be imbibed in them. Because you know, when you replant and plant, you already see if you were getting 20 bags before it's reduced. Despite the fertilizer you are increasing.
So how sustainable is that? Is it going across every local government or every hinterland and all of that?
We had taken, let me keep Adamawa State for example. Actually, all the local governments, we have made structures for them along IITA, Mexico, and Seed Council, and a lot of some other NGOs. So we do it, and it's been very reliable. That's Borno, Yobe, Adama, the Northeast have been there. But then we also have our program that we're going together with ATAPS.
Okay.
ATAPS is a project, one of these projects under the Federal Ministry of Agriculture.
Okay.
And I think it's supported by African Development Bank. We have trained a lot in Imo, Enugu, and some of these forests.
That's for seed breeders as well?
Yes.
Okay, at community level.
Wow. So that the community, at least, they will have the opportunities of always assessing this
improved variety.
You are using a machine to process, and you didn't clean after a variety. You have to take the variety, the next variety, take some quantity, run them in the machine, so that you will have removed the other ones that are hanging. Then now come for your pure seeds to start running them. But if you have to, if you are in a hurry, or you want to save time or maintenance,
you won't get the best out of it.
You will still be having the variety carried mixed with others.
So because this now looks different from this,
yeah,
and then lightly from this.
Yeah, this one is loaded.
So what you're doing here is to find out if the variety they claim is what it is.
Exactly.
And you have discovered it's not completely right?
Yeah.
From this finding?
Yes, yeah, that's
obvious.
it's mixed.
It's mixed.
It's mixed.
And so when you find out it's mixed, what do? You punish?
Of course, we communicate to the seed entrepreneur.
Okay.
That so varieties, we discover that
your claims are not right.
That what we are selling, there are mixtures, which is not true. It's not pure. So, and then you have to go into them. We could probably follow him up and see where is the source of mixture coming from. Then we simply, I think one of the big challenges we have is that you have a single processing machine and you want to clean more than one variety of soybean.
You keep having this challenge.
Yeah, you may likely have that challenge, except your office, the people running the machine are thorough and they follow instructions strictly. They have to clean. There are blowers that should be used to blow off the seeds that are still remaining after a variety is
completely before another one is starting.
So,
but does this now look in any way like it is not an improved variety?
No. It's not
likely
that it's not that it's not improved.
Okay, but not completely what he claims.
What is the challenge there is a varietal mixture.
So, but would you allow such an entrepreneur sell?
No, he can't sell because you are asking for a particular variety. Why is he giving you more than one?
Wow.
And because every variety has different characteristics, probably the market you want to service requires
that particular variety.
Maybe TGX 1440-2E. Then why are you giving him the mixture of because by the time you take them for analysis,
you won't find the
nutrients or maybe protein or iron, zinc and all other things will be different. What you find here. From one variety to the other.
Wow. Will that attract a punishment?
Yeah, if you are consistently doing that. If you are not, then we withdraw.
These are same variety. But there's a patch of red here.
Yes.
And so why is that?
Because pollens from the yellow maize plant fields planted close to you has pollinated it.
Wow.
So that's why we always insist on isolation distance. That is, there should be minimum distance between where if you are a seed farmer, within you, where your farm field is established, and another
farm
variety, there must be some distance, which is about 200 meters minimum. That's for certified seed.
To avoid any form of
pollens movement from a pollinator.
But this is miraculous. I mean, I am thinking this is a different variety entirely.
No.
But you're saying the same variety, but infected by another person's variety entirely.
That's why the seed grower cannot be near grain
other
producers.
Farms. Wow. Okay, a seed farm should be confined to seed farming. You don't mix with grain producers.
Yes. So if those ones that has to be pollinated by pollens, which can be moved by winds easily, then you have to create a distance or time, or you use time.
Okay.
That's time isolation. Then, but
when you say time isolation, are you talking about seasons? Like dry season and wet season?
No.
Okay.
If you are planting yellow maize and planting white, we always want to advise that if you don't have option of creating 200 meters gap, maybe you will plant a month and have to wait.
Okay.
So that by the time your own is tasseling, and silk and tasseling is on, that when the pollens will be ready for pollination, my own should still look green.
Okay.
So that even if pollens move,
they
it's
won't
of no
affect
effect.
Your variety.
No effect.
It is quite tedious indeed.
If you are a producer in the field and then you are a processor, then you need this.
Okay, so you can produce.
Yes.
Hand over to the processor who comes to do the finishing and then the packaging. And then the person who is selling to is different. That makes it easier. So you license each from the chain?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
But for now, Nigerians, we like to take the whole, and that's why you see
Well,
that.
it's more profiting now, because if you do everything, you make all the money to yourself, but you are creating a chain now. Produce and hand over to those processing, just to make a little bit, create jobs for others as well.
You have more time for production, and you produce more.
If you are able to leave it to a processor.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it is breeding, you may not worry yourself with research and development.
So now, can private owners come in here to process their seeds?
Yes.
Okay, it's
Yes.
open to the public?
Yeah, yes. The government, we no longer, Seed Council doesn't produce seeds.
Okay.
So that's why we have the one in Zaria, we have in Jos, we have in Ibadan, we have in...
Do they pay a fee or it's free?
Yeah, they pay a fee.
A maintenance fee, we call it, I'm sure.
To keep these are old technologies, but they are still working.
Okay. There are more modern ones now.
There are more modern ones now.
Okay.
That just budget to press. So we have it, but it's still an older technology.
So I'm more interested in hearing, I'm sure Nigerians will want to know that anyone processing seeds can come in here in the Seed Council and process their seeds, package them and leave. Pay you a fee.
This is where mixtures can happen.
Wow.
When you bring your seed, this is where you pour them here.
Wow. The seeds?
Yes. This, you see that hole?
Okay.
So there are conveyors that will pick
Okay, to take it all the way
yes.
to this.
To this. And you see the connect. Up to gravity center. This is a shaker. You see somewhere that, where are the sieves? Do we have some shop? Look at those sieves.
So why does it need to go through this whole process?
You are paying for 100%. You won't get 100% for the value of seeds.
Wow.
Not some students.
So every seed company would have this kind of factory?
Yeah, but it's not compulsory. You have.
Well, we can't keep a CEO for so long. You know the reasons. You have a lot to attend to. And for that reason, farming is practical. We don't do so much of talking here on Farmers Diary. We'll go to the hinterland to also see how these seed entrepreneurs in the local communities are being trained and what has become of these facilities he has just told us about. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very
for
much.
granting us this interview and sparing us time from your tight schedule to enlighten us about the need for quality seed in food production.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
That was the interaction with the Director General of Seed Council of Nigeria, Dr. Ishaq Khalil, giving us insights about the important role seeds play in farming ventures. Remember, this is the Farmer's Diary. We shall hear from the farmers themselves what kind of seeds they use and why. We would extend the discourse to hear from other key players in the seed industry to find out how the entire process affects the farmers in their quest to guarantee better yield and productivity. Unfortunately, on today's edition, our time is out. But this topic is so broad that we will continue it in our next edition. Thank you so much for investing your time here. Let's do it again, same time, same channel. But remember, you can watch this edition again on our YouTube channel, ZTTV. Or better still, subscribe to our channel, ZTTV, to be the first to get notified for new editions. That's a wrap on today's edition of Farmer's Diary. We have learned today that quality seeds are the backbone of successful farming, and choosing the right ones can make all the difference. Join us next time as we continue this important conversation. Remember, Farmer's Diary is your sure way to diversify the Nigerian economy. See you next time. I'm yours sincerely, Queen Kunde. Bye for now.